What's up, guys? It's early in the morning. I just got off my computer and it turns out there's an overly sensitive person bad-mouthing me in one of the groups, and it's one of those crazy groups, the Planet Tank group, where everything goes, and it's insane trying to contain all the drama that people have, and I do have a lot of haters. I never would have thought, I know this sounds weird, but I never would have thought that I would have people like hating me, because if any of you guys know me personally, I'm known as like the nicest person ever. I will take off the shirt off my back to give to you. But anyhow, off topic, I'm just kind of rambling on that because I'm a little butthurt about people bad-mouthing me. I don't like it because I try to help so many people, and that's why I have all my groups, my channels. I love helping others, and it's not easy getting in front of these cameras and doing all this. So, and yes, I am not perfect. I don't have the best editing. I don't have the best, I don't claim to be a DIY Joey. I'm just happy just doing my own thing, living out in the country and enjoying my fish. Anyhow, today's video is going to be on why I choose gravel over sand. I've gotten this question probably 100 times now, and to give you guys an update on the Predator tank, if you follow my channel, I've been having some issues with this red devil. Where is he? Right here. He's been insane lately, and that's not uncommon for red devils because he's hitting maturity. As you can see, he's got that big cock hump on his head, and he is just he's ready to just wreck stuff on a daily basis. He wants to just they're not named the red devil for no reason. So I was having some issues. He was beating on just random fish, and what I decided to do was just throw a bunch of fish in there, and just he didn't know what hit him. I threw in 6-7 Midas and another red devil. So give you guys a better view of this tank, there is a buttload of Midas in there, some male Midas too, and those get pretty aggressive. So, and there is another red devil in there as well. And sure enough, the aggression is over. And I also added a bunch of hiding spots. I added a bunch of more pots, more pipes. It's not the most beautiful tank in the world, but it fixed the problem for now. And I'll probably get 3 months out of this until I have another problem, but then I'm just going to change things around again. So the predator fish is kind of a fun battle. You have to have multiple tanks set up to really make it work. But anyhow, back to the topic of this video. Gravel versus sand in aquariums. I'm a gravel guy. I have gravel in every single one of my tanks, except I have some blasting sand. And the only reason I go with gravel is because I mainly keep cichlids, and they reap havoc on the substrate in any tank. And my gravel still gets wrecked. As you can see here, this literally happened overnight last night. Like these guys are just making humps. They're just moving. They'll put these big, massive rocks in their mouths. They'll swim up, drop the rock, drop it on the glass. It scares the hell out of me. Cichlids destroy sand or gravel, and gravel is just less messy. It's that simple, because it's if you've ever dealt with sand, it's a nightmare when it comes to cleaning. Like a cichlid can just dig up a hole in the sand, and it'll cloud up your entire tank, and you have to wait for your filter to clean all the water, and you have to have a stage of polyfill or some super fine mechanical filtration for it to fix it at all. Sometimes people don't even have that, and the tank stays cloudy because the cichlids or other fish are just constantly digging it up, and it just doesn't ever clear out. Whew, okay, super hot in here today, guys. I feel like I'm babbling too. So anyhow, it's a simple answer for me. Gravel's just easier. It doesn't. Some sand tanks look cooler, but gravel's easier, and it doesn't wreck filters, and I don't even keep mechanical filters. So sand would be an utter complete mess for me because I only use sponge filters. I have dozens and dozens of tanks, and the sponge filters just get crazy. It's a mess. So my advice, you can go with sand. Get a heavy sand. The biggest granular sand you can find is commonly known as blasting sand. Do some research. I'll throw a link in the description box. There's a really popular blasting sand that's dark color that a lot of us use. I do have some bags of it out in my garage that I'm planning on doing some tanks, maybe some like crayfish or shrimp tanks, because with shrimp you almost need it. So I'll throw a link in the description box. My advice, if you want to use sand, get a pre-filter. It's like a sponge you put over the intake, an intake sponge filter. It will somewhat bring down the power levels of your pump on it, but it might save your filter. So get a super porous one, like a 20 ppm sponge. Do what you have to, and you will be fine. So that's really my advice. I'm gonna wrap up this video. Gravel versus sand, drama with people in Facebook groups, and my predator tank update. Woo. All right, guys, I'm out. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys a view of some of these fish. That's a beautiful green Texas. I have like 40 green Texas right now I'm growing out. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I'm trying to breed them. There's that monster red devil. I feel like he looks weird on the camera, like you're not getting a good view of him. He's so white that it... Yeah, okay. Jag, beautiful jaguar cichlid. Ooh, look at those colorations. He does get beat up from time to time. There's actually 2 of them in here. Boy. All right, guys.